The volcano tragedy in New Zealand. There are no signs of life after a devastating eruption on White Island, which has killed at least 5 tourists. We know Australians are among those killed and the death toll is likely to rise. And this just seconds ago from St Aloysius College in Adelaide. They have said a Year 9 student, Zoe Hosking, and her family are missing on White Island, New Zealand, following yesterday's volcanic eruption. Information is scant at this time, but the school community is now providing preliminary advice to the rest of the students. We'll have more on that in a second, but let's go to Jonathan Kersley, who is in Canberra for us at the moment. Jono, good morning. The Prime Minister has been receiving constant updates.
He has, Davina, and he says that up to 3 Australians are believed to be among the 5 confirmed fatalities from this volcanic eruption. 11 Australians in total are unaccounted for. There are 8 people missing on White Island in the Bay of Plenty. The Prime Minister fears when it comes to an Australian death toll, there is worse news to come. There were 24 Australians on board that Royal Caribbean cruise that visited White Island yesterday. The Australians' ages range from around about 17 up to 72, the Prime Minister said. And when he appeared at Kirribilli House alongside Foreign Minister Maurice Payne earlier this morning, he described it as a terrible tragedy and says that he will keep in regular contact with New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. Already Australia has offered New Zealand plenty of support. Federal police are working alongside New Zealand police, and victim identification officers have also been offered to be sent across the Tasman to New Zealand to help identify some of the victims there. And there are a number of Australians hospitalised. The Foreign Minister said they are in burns units at hospitals in Waikato, Christchurch, Auckland, Tauranga and Hutt Valley. Consular staff are also working to support the victims and their families. The Prime Minister provided this update earlier this morning. Here's some of what he had to say.
I fear there is worse news to come over the course of perhaps today or over the next few days. This is a terrible tragedy, a time of great innocence and joy interrupted by the horror of that eruption.